You don't actually love your parents, bro. I'm going to ask you one question that completely changed my life. If someone went up to your mum today and said, your son is going to be healthy and safe and live a long, long life, guaranteed, if you spend the next 3 months working 10 hours a day, do you think the mum would work 10 hours a day? Do you think your mum would work 10 hours a day? Genuinely. And imagine now that they said, you're going to have to work 10 hours a day for 3 months and it's going to be doing some work that's not very enjoyable, that you don't really love doing. Do you think your mum would go and do that if it meant that you were guaranteed safety? If it meant that you were guaranteed a long life and a healthy life and a good life full of amazing things? Of course you would, bro. Of course. In fact, she probably already does. That's the reality. She probably already does work a job that she doesn't really enjoy. Or certainly she probably doesn't enjoy work as long as she does work, or as many hours as she does work. So she already does it. And you're sat there saying, oh, I need motivation. Bro, if you just locked in working 10 hours a day, even if it wasn't 10 hours, even if it was just 4, 5, 6 hours of focused work every single day for the next 3 months, you'd already be at 10K per month. And do you know why that question completely changed my life? Because I thought about this. Listen carefully. I thought, okay, if my mum would work for 8 to 9 hours a day, or let's say 10 hours a day, doing something she hated for 3 months just to guarantee me safety, why am I not working 4 to 6 hours a day of focused work every single day for the next 3 months so I can retire my mum and dad, so I can retire my parents, and so they can have safety, so that they can have a good life, a long life, so that they don't have to worry about money? Why am I not doing that? Why would my mum do that for me, but I'm not doing it for my mum? That should be all the motivation you need. You don't actually love your parents, bro, because if you genuinely love your parents, you wouldn't need any external motivation. My motivation doesn't come from a green Lamborghini, which I am going to buy, or a black Lamborghini. I haven't decided yet. Green or black Lamborghini Hurricane, which I'm definitely going to buy. But that's not where most of my motivation comes from. Most of my motivation, and it's not even motivation, it's more discipline, purely comes from the fact that I want to retire my parents. But you don't. You don't actually care about your parents. Because if you actually cared about your parents, you'd quit all these stupid habits and you start implementing good habits into your life and you start locking in. And if in 3 months of pure locking in with the right business model, you'd already be at 10K per month. You'd already be at 10K per month. So why don't you lock in? Why don't you lock in? What's the reason? What is your excuse? The truth is, there is no excuse. There is zero excuse. As I was saying, there is no excuse. There is 0 excuses. So get to work, bro. Get to work. Because if you actually love your parents, you'll dedicate the next 3 months. You don't need no external motivation. You don't need me to say this. You don't need to watch a YouTube video every day. You could just work your ass off and wake up early and not do any bad habits and keep your energy and work every single day harder and harder and harder for the next 3 months, just so your parents can be retired. And you know deep inside that if you worked your ass off for the next 3 months, your parents would be retired. But you don't do it. So my question before I end this video is, do you actually love your parents? And the way to find out is by reading this one quote and understanding this one quote that Marcus Aurelius said. Never judge a man based off his words, but purely from his actions. Never judge a man based off his words, but purely off his actions. So my question to you is, do you love your parents? And answer with your actions.